Welcome to this video of the miniature kit Flever QT-030. It's about a 133 or 124 scale kit. I purchased the kit from Amazon. They recommend it for 14 years of older people. It's going to take several hours, or at least it took me several hours and a couple of days to complete. There are small pieces and sharp tools. The kit is easy to customize to add your own bits and pieces. The finished piece with the dust cover and base is about 4.5 inches in height and then 3.5 by 3.5 for the depth and the width. There is a light kit for the table lamp on top of the desk. The switch is in the back. On the box, there are several other kits made by the same company. I'm using the QT-030. It's part of the Corner of Happiness Do-It-Yourself Cabin series, and it's called The World of Creativity. It's a computer desk display with a chair, file cabinet, shelves, and accessories. When you open the box, there are several plastic bags that come inside of it, along with instructions and paper. So the instructions say to kind of look over to make sure that you have all your materials and supplies that come with the kit. And everything did come with the kit, including a photographic and written instruction booklet, a 6-inch or 15-centimeter ruler, a small screwdriver for the battery pack, a retractable craft knife, and tweezers. To complete the kit, you will need to purchase 3 LR44 non-rechargeable button batteries, and then you'll have to have glue. And there's a piece of paper in there that tells you about that. I use a PVA clear drying glue, a tacky glue, and then I used cement glue for the plastic dust cover. The instruction manual has very nice photographs. It has tips. It also shows you what's in each one of those plastic bags that you get and what should be in there. There are 15 pages to the booklet, and pages 1 through 3 show you everything that's in those little plastic packages and how the product should look at the end. I had the tacky glue that I usually use, the Aleene's tacky glue, and then I use Elmer's cement glue. But I didn't have any of the batteries, so I had to make a quick trip to the store because in the tips it tells you to double check your little light bulb to make sure it's working. Here's the note that comes in the package letting you know to purchase the glue and the batteries. It also has a video that you can go to help you get through putting and assembling the process. I just used the instruction book though, and that worked good for me. Once I was able to get the batteries out of the packet, which is, by the way, seriously childproof. I had a very difficult time getting it out, but my light does work. And then now I'm ready to begin assembling the base. I use the tacky glue, but you could also use wood glue or probably some other glues too. There are 4 sides to the base. 2 are one size, 2 are another size, and then there are 4 corner pieces. And you want to put them on the bottom of the base because then the floor is going to sit on top of that. And that's important because you're going to put that acrylic plastic dust cover on top and it'll sit around that. Once the base is dry, there's a piece of paper with wood grain look. You're going to start from the bottom, or I cut the piece in half lengthwise, and then it fits perfectly starting from the bottom of the base, and then you flip it around the top, over the top edge to where those little corner pieces are. Each half of that wood grain paper will cover 2 sides. So you have 2 pieces and each will cover 2 sides, and it's already has a crease that you can match it up with a corner. Again, this is fast speed, and then I use my glue to spread it. I just take my time and I went around all the sides pressing the wood paper around, and then I let it dry. I folded it around the corners there at the end, you can see, and then I'm going to want to fold that down. When the paper is dry to the wood, cut out the little rectangle shape with your craft knife. That'll be the switch place for your battery. Next, I glued the paper of the back wall that has a pink, white, and like a gray purple little square on there. as well as the floor, which has a wood grain look. You'll need to cut out the little circle on the pink, about in the middle of the pink back wall. That's for the wire and the light to come through. I used a 1/8 hole punch. And then on the floor, there's like a little square that you'll also need to cut out where the wire will come up from the base. You'll glue the floor onto those 4 little pegs on the base, on the inside of the base, and then you can place your wall. For the furniture pieces of the shelf, the cabinet, the desk, and the chair, I just laid out all the pieces and then I put them together by using the instruction booklet and the diagrams. The only trouble I had was with the chair, and it could be because of the glue. So when you take the gray fabric and you put it around the back side and the base, I had trouble when I wanted to curve the back and the side around the base piece. So I ended up putting it between 2 bottles and I let it dry overnight. And then I did add some bunca thread or ribbon around the seam from the side up around the top to the other side. Then I followed the line diagram and battery box instructions that'll go underneath the floor base. For the inside accessories, I organized the pieces like the lamp parts here, and then I cut out according to whatever patterns there were, and then I put them together. And I do that for the rest of all of the accessories. It's pretty well organized. The only other thing that you might want to make sure is that for the little plant, instead of on the piece of paper where you cut out the parts that go together, it's on page 9. And it does tell you the instructions. It's just right at the bottom of the corner of the booklet page, and you cut that out. The little green leaves you can see there kind of in the center. I did customize some of the pieces. The picture frame and the turquoise radio I painted like a purpley blue color. And then when it came to the wall hanger, I changed that just a bit. Instead of using the wire to make a mesh, I used some plastic canvas that I had, and I was going to try to paint it gold. I didn't end up liking the gold, so I painted it a light pink. Once I had all the accessories assembled, then I set them up in the display. I've added a little backpack I made in a prior video, the pink one, and an orchid that I have back there on the table, and some pictures by Jay Garza of butterflies and birds. And then I added a map of the world from printmini.com. This was a fun project that I really enjoyed. There's quite a bit of quality craftsmanship put into this kit. I think I'll try the kitchen one next. Well, I hope you like this kit episode. Thank you so much for watching and sharing.